Hello, does the sound okay, I guess? Good afternoon. I know it's already a little bit late, like 7:10, so I'm not going to take too much time. I'm trying not to bore you too much. But for us, for Hijos de Rivera, it's really a pleasure to be part of Sondersland one more year. This is the fourth time that we're here. We were talking during the lunch break, the experience from the years before, and I really want to say thank you again to the Tribus team for the organization and for letting us participate and be part of this wonderful experience. So to Pablo and his team, thanks again. It's always for us a great pleasure to share at least a little bit of the culture and the company that we represent. And as we were saying before, when we'll be over with this afternoon, we'll be more than pleased to invite you to a beer in the terrace that is outside. Fourth year that we're here in Sondersland as Hijos de Rivera, and every year when we prepare the presentation that we have to do in the experience of the stage, for us it's always a way to think a little bit about what we've done in the past and what we are facing in the future, no? And this year we want to talk about sustainability. I think this is a subject that has been touched or discussed in a lot of conversations before by a lot of companies, no? And this is the question for you, no? Does sustainability sounds familiar to you? Yes. I would even say that it starts to be a little bit boring, no? Why? Because all the companies like ours are talking about the same. Always the same story. There is a kind of green effect, no, in all the companies. Of course, the companies are very flexible and very fast to change, no? And of course, we realize that all the main and major corporations need to answer, no, this demand from the society that all that we take from nature, we have to give it back, okay? But I think that the secret, or what is happening now, is that everything is green. Whatever you touch, whatever company you're talking with, everybody's going green. And on the other side, there's an effect that is a little bit worrying also. It's what we call infoxication. I mean, there's too much information, too much data on what is really sustainable. No? So when a company like mine is facing, no, the strategy of building up, what are we going to do? Or when we have this question, no, about what we're going to do to be more sustainable, obviously, a company like mine, we cannot do the things the same way. So we've been going through a lot of questions, no? And the years before, for the people that have been there, I've been talking a lot about the purpose of the company. I think the purpose is the main and the most important thing. What are we here for? What is our goal? What is our dream? No? What we want to become as a company? And in Hijos de Rivera, we have one very clear, no? It's very important also to bring a value to customers, no, through our brands. So I think my company, from this point of view, also have a group of brands that are very interesting and that are bringing value to the customer. No, we have very, very, very clear concepts about how to make beer, okay, and what is beer and what is not beer, from our point of view. It's important the values also. We're a family company. We've been there for the last century. We're not from Madrid. We're from a little corner in the northwestern part of Spain. Okay, a little bit far away from the life of the capitals like Madrid or Barcelona. But we also have developed through these years, no, very, very strong values of how we have to do things, how we have to create a relationship with our customers, with our partners, with our employees, okay, with the people that surround us. We are, for those who know La Coruña, our factory is almost in the center of the city, no? So we have a very, very deep interaction from where we're coming from. And of course, for us, it's very important what you think about us, okay? Customers, partners, employees. And we really think that if we do the correct mix of all these 4 factors, then we have a good proposal to make to the society. So when we started to think about our strategy around sustainability, we had to take into account these factors and try to be coherent, sorry for the pronunciation, and get a very strong compromise with what we're doing, okay? So a little bit of history. Who are we? Everybody knows the beer, okay? But we are one of the companies that have a very, very, very strong claim about what we want to be. And we want to fight against beer standardization, okay? And this is our main purpose. We are a craft company. We're a small company. We're not the biggest one, okay? And my boss always says that we don't want to be the beer that is sold most. No, no, no. We want to be the beer that is loved most, okay? If you have 5 beer on the table, to choose mine because this is the one that you like. How do you get into the details with who we are? For those who know Galicia, you know that it's not a very centric place, okay? In Spain, it's more in the corner. What we say in Galicia is that we're correctly placed because it's a great place. And those who have not been there, I recommend highly to make a trip. It's a very nice environment, okay? Very natural, very green, okay? What is not correctly placed on the map is the rest, okay? Galicia is perfect where it is. It's the rest that is a little bit far away from Galicia, okay? This is what we always say. We know that we're not perfect, okay? We've been there for 100 years. We've made a lot of mistakes, and we will do a lot of mistakes in the future, for sure. And this is something that we have really printed inside our DNA, okay? That we're not perfect. We are a big company, but we're still a craft company. We still produce the beer with a lot of craftsmanship, okay? And we're really very proud about our processes of how we make the beer. And this is very important in the way we want to be. And we're clear that from this point of view that we want to change the world now, okay? We want to change the world of that surrounds us. So this is why the claim that we've chosen for our strategy around sustainability is this one. We want to be a non-conformist by nature because we're not like the others, okay? And we've never done the things like other companies have done. So we're also clear that we're not going to change the world alone. It's going to be very hard, okay? We're going to try. We're going to try at least to start a movement, but it's going to be very difficult for us, okay, to change the world by ourselves. So this is why it's very important for us to work from a very, very clear spirit of who we are and our impact. Okay, I like the impact word. No, you've heard, I'm sure, during these sessions and the talks with sustainability. There is another word that comes quite often, which is impact. How much your business impact your environment? No, I like impact because I like to make jokes with words. No? Impact has, for me, 2 parts. Impact, first part, IMP, that for me is the reflection of what we are, imperfect. And because we're imperfect, we're going to act, okay? And this is part of the spirit that we have in this company. It's never been easy for a person that is not in the center of the business, for example, Madrid, to make business. Making business from Galicia is very difficult. You're very far away from everything. You're not in the middle of the financial or digital environment that is moving around Madrid, okay? So you always have to be creative and work your way out with whatever you have, okay, in hands to try and find a solution. And this is part of the spirit that we have in this company. We also have a very, very, very intense worry or preoccupation for people, okay? And we know that it's not going to be possible to do this change in the sustainability or in the impact we're going to have on the society if we don't count with the people. Our people, the employees, and obviously the people that surround us. Partners, providers, customers, etc., etc. And here we have this imperfect ambition. We know we're not perfect, but we know that we want to change, and we know we want to become better, okay? A third worry that we have is the planet. For those who've been in Galicia, you will understand that for us, we have the best of the world. We have the seaside, we have the countryside, we have nice mountains, we have an environment in which we're moving in the company that is very rich by itself. So we're clear that the activity that we have in the company, especially producing beer and the water that we've been drinking around, no, that is our two main business, no, have to be sustainable from a planet point of view. And at last, we're going to try to make it possible also working with our partners, because we're not alone in this value chain, no, of our business. Obviously, we produce, but we have people that also sells us all the raw materials that are needed for making beer. Okay, we have a lot of providers, we have a lot of distributors, and we have a lot of bars and restaurants that are working for us. And we're going to try to work with them very closely, okay, to try to reach this goal together. And I hope, or this is what we're going to start to do, that with this humble proposal and with this spirit of being non-conformist, okay, we will be able, with the help of all these people, to make it possible, to really have a positive impact on the world. Again, I would like to thank the team from TBU for letting us sharing with you all this information. And I hope to see you soon. I think by 8 we're going to open the beer truck that we have outside. So if you'll be around, I will be more than pleased to take a beer with you and chat outside. And I hope to see you next week. Enjoy the rest of the program. Enjoy the rest of the sessions. And see you soon. Thank you very much.